But yeah, like I'm saying, no music has touched and affected the people the way hip hop has, because there's no other genre of music that paints the picture of what you walk out your door and see the way that hip hop does.
I can agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. That's I agree with that.
So how can you live without the pinnacle?
Without the pinnacle.
Anything else would be settling. I'm talking, but I know it's possible because niggas did it. Hip hop only 50. Niggas did it.
But yeah.
But I'm saying you would not choose lesser. You would choose the pinnacle.
You would not choose lesser.
You personally.
I mean, you are 100% correct. So okay, all right, then you got me putting it in this. You put me in a fucking corner.
That's what the conversation been the whole time. Would you
I was saying like that I can do without it. Like I literally have at a point. I didn't get introduced to hip hop, but till you pointed out to this point, that's what I'm
saying can live without, because it's like, okay, prime example. You cannot go the rest of your life without getting some pussy. But before you started getting pussy, you could, because you never knew what it was like.
I got curious.
But you could have went without it forever, because you just would have been curious forever. You wouldn't have never known it.
Valid.
To know that, oh no, I can't live without this.
I see.
That's what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's fair.
Come on now. I was on the phone with my dad yelling at him because of y'all niggas. I'm like, these niggas said they could live without hip hop. And this. He said, what does that mean? I said, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. And like
Papa Joe, man, I'm sorry. Look, the question was misconstrued. I was answering it the way I thought it was. Look.
Nah.
You're right.
Nah. Nah. Shout out DMX.
Hey, look, my fault, man. I love some R&B though, man. That's my shit.
Look, I've been listening to R&B all week. You been seeing my Instagram stories?
That's good.
I've listened to R&B all week.
I'm glad, yeah. I'm actually sad that I haven't been keeping up because I've been missing out for months. I haven't had a subscription.
Sanfa new single go crazy.
Sanfa got a new one?
It's called Only, because he got an album coming next month.
Damn.
Yeah, his new single go crazy. I was up at like 4:30 this morning listening to that shit. Like, hold on now, what's that?
And that's another thing.
And Damn Caesar was here yesterday.
He was here?
Or 2 days ago.
Where was he at?
The Roxy.
Oh, damn.
At the Battery.
Okay, something was going on, I think, at the Tabernacle, like, whenever I was down at the studio. Something was going on, because it was fat out. I think that was Sunday, right?
Yesterday, yeah, something was going on there, yeah.
Something was going on.
When I drove by, I saw hella people out.
Okay. All right, yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on out there.
So I saw a dude, bro, that's what I'm saying. Okay, no, we getting off track. We getting off track. But
yeah, let's get back to the timeline where we was at. We was in
2017, the beginning of Ratchet Studios.
Facts. That was March of 2017.
Yeah.
Is when Ratchet Studios started. So we was already in the crib by February then. We was saying February, March earlier. So February we was in the crib.
Yeah, yep.
And March is when Ratchet Studios started.
Because moving day was like the 18th of February.
That shit was quick. I didn't realize it was that quick though.
From the 1st to the 18th,
yes.
Yeah. 17 days and it was moving day.
That
right?
Crazy.
Wow. And 5 days wasn't even there because was in Florida. So it was really 13 days. Like,
that's a movie.
You wild.
13 days.
But 13 days.
Shout out to 13 days, man.
I wonder if that's where Marcus shit came from. A lot can happen in 14 days.
No.
I know that's not where it came from.
No.
I know.
I read that shit. No.
Yeah. But so yeah, now we in the midst of. So this is your first time really. Wow, what I was gonna say was gonna come off wild. This is your first time like being put to work in that fashion of like multiple artists back to back coming in the booth.
No, that was not my first time. That was my first time after me taking it seriously as a career choice. That wasn't my first time. My first time was when I was in sound and audio production. Because during that course, I had to. Me being one of the top tier people in that class when it came to the engineering side and learning different stuff depending on the lesson and shit like that during the day, I was running the sessions without knowing I was fucking running the sessions.
Gotcha.
Because they would usually appoint me to do some shit in case they couldn't. Granted, I'm letting niggas rock You know what I'm saying? But when it got to a certain point, I was the one that was appointed for it. So that's really my first time.
Gotcha.
When Ratchet Studios started, that was my first time like I said, as me taking it serious as an engineer and shit like that. So that was something that I hadn't done in years.
And mind you, we was recording music, the audio in FL Studios.
Dog.
Like, we was wilding. I don't know why we thought that was gonna work.
And the thing is, nigga, I was using Studio One with old dude 2 years prior to that. So it's like we had Studio One, but like I guess you had. I don't know if it was you or Gato.
My laptop was out of commission.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh.
It wasn't that. It was something about like convincing me or just showing me that I didn't need to use Studio One to record. Like every DAW is capable of recording.
It might have been Gato because LJ used to record in
That's
FL.
what I was gonna get
Might
at.
have been
Like
Gato.
y'all had already done this experience. It was like, nigga, just use FL type shit. So that was also my first time
It's probably
realizing.
like, bro, you can use
Something like that. Like
You know
I'm
how
sure
that nigga be when you get animated.
I'm sure it was something
Yeah.
of that nature. But yeah, that I think it was either you, him, or both. I don't know. But nonetheless, I think I was convinced to the point of like, okay, we don't need that. That'll save space and stuff anyway too. So it's like, fuck it, let's just utilize this. I'll learn how to do this as we go anyway. So that's why we just started using FL. Like it wasn't mattering about the DAW. I started thinking that it was on the mixer, the engineer. Because you can use any DAWs. If you know how to mix, then you can come out with a great product. So that's what I figured when it came to that. And that's what the fuck we was using. And
So do you think that was your first jump in like
what's up?
quality / knowledge of engineering? Or was that your second jump? Because I've had a few different jumps in editing.
Yeah, I was
Because I had
gonna
a
say-
jump from, like I said, when I was doing the shit in Movie Maker. Then when I moved over to Pinnacle, there was certain shit I had learned and got better at.
Right.
And then
you
when I
took
moved over
that
to Final
there.
Cut,
Right. Okay.
I learned and got better even still in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I plateaued for a long time.
Really? How? Speak on the plateau phase. Like, so
Dog.
when did you think you plateau? Like, when do you believe that you plateaued? How long was it? And what was that process like getting through that?
I plateaued from the start of me using Final Cut
Yeah.
all the way up until
Which
I started.
is
What year?
plateau started using Final Cut. You said that was 2013?
Yeah, like 2012, 2013.
Okay, so you started there.
No, it was 2013 because it was the year I got my MacBook.
Okay.
Because that software was only for Windows, the Pinnacle. So I had
really?
a MacBook, but I was still editing some shit on my desktop.
The desktop. Okay.
Yep.
I was about to say, where your Windows? But
Yep.
got you.
Shit, over there in the corner.
Right.
Desktop's still over there.
Somewhere
I got
here.
that computer in 08. That compact. That
08?
That was the one my nanny bought us.
Nigga, it's 2023, y'all.
Yeah, 08. It still worked.
And that motherfucker is still
Yeah, it still
Come on
worked.
now.
It sounded like, but it worked though.
motherfucker loud
It worked,
and
though,
proud. But
yeah.
that motherfucker boot up. 15-year-old computer.
No, that shit used to be like my white noise.
Oh,
When I'm
damn.
exporting a video or uploading something to YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Before I get back to the plateau, y'all don't know my struggle. Y'all can't match my hustle. When it comes to this video and YouTube shit,
Yeah, he said, I've been here, done that. Oh, yeah.
I used to upload videos on YouTube. Okay, so mind you, I didn't know exporting shit. It used to have huge files.
Right.
Huge files. So when I upload a video to YouTube, it would say 172 hours remaining.
Excuse me?
And if your computer shut off, you'd have to restart it. I would be at school in passing period calling my dad, who might be at home, who might not be at home, might be at work. Go in my room and wiggle my mouse.
Make sure that shit upload.
Marty getting out of school, I'm texting Marty, hey, go in my room, wiggle the mouse. So it don't cut off. I'm coming home from school cussing everybody out, cussing God out, cussing out my computer, cussing out YouTube, because the computer just shut down and I gotta restart it. So it'll be a whole week going by and I haven't gotten the joking video uploaded from last week. So now I'm 4 videos behind. So now I'm playing catch up
Because
as far as uploading.
Uploading is so slow.
Yeah.
Shit. And this is dial up?
No, this is Wi-Fi, or this Ethernet.
Ethernet.
This is really hardwired into the modem and shit.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Those days.
I don't know if you niggas can compete with that. That's crazy.
Dog, I used to
Taking a whole week.
I used to record my YouTube videos in YouTube. Like when you go to click upload, when they ask you, you want to capture live?
Yeah.
I used to have this webcam that was connected to a stiff USB that was like moldable, and you could spin it to make it stand up. And it was on the end. It was a little camera like this big on the end of a USB cord, and I would plug a USB extension into it, and that would be sitting on my desk, and that would be how I made my YouTube videos. Because I used to make talking head videos on YouTube for years before I started doing jerking videos.
Niggas was ahead of the wave. Like niggas was
Dog, yeah, I've been doing this YouTube shit.
way ahead of the curve. Yeah.
That's why when I see all the rules and the shit they implement now and the stuff that goes down, I'm just like,
you. It was like, nigga.
I'm like, nah, nigga. First of all, I should be grandfathered in. First of all, Leo Cohen, you a bitch. I mean that shit. I hate you with every bone in me.
Hey, you do bitch shit. Like, hey.
So yeah, fuck everybody. No, fuck everybody at YouTube. Shout out to some of y'all YouTube. Everybody go putting in hard work. I fuck with y'all over at YouTube. I fuck with y'all. I just be mad that y'all demonetize my page and shit.
I understand. Cause at a point, I remember you talking about this. At a point, your shit was getting monetized.
It took me still long to get verified on YouTube.
Yeah, just for that shit to like implement a new rule. It's like, bro, it's like how my sister called. She was like, well, shit, she just hit 18, could buy her own raps and shit, just for them to be like, now you gotta be 21. So he was like, I just got here and I gotta wait 3 more years for this shit.
I always wonder how that worked for them niggas.
She hated it.
Bree said he barely made it.
He barely made it? What is it?
He said he barely made it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Huh. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot. Never mind. I'm thinking he's...
Because now he a year past you because, you know, we it's the 666. 6 months between me and you, 6 months between me and him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. You're right. That's crazy.
So, yeah, he said he barely made it. But,
Damn, does that make you the middle child?
I guess. Shit.
Nigga said, wait, that ain't how that works.
I guess. I don't know.
My fault. All right.
But yeah, so I feel like I plateaued from the time I started using Final Cut.
Yeah.
All the way up until there's a Good Vibes episode called Eyes Closed Blue Dreaming. The episode right after that was when I leveled up. So from the time I started using Final Cut,
I can't remember.
Till the Good Vibes episode, I think it's 2016. I think that's the name of the episode, 2016.
Oh, okay. I know that one.
That was my first video that had good quality.
That was the one that I wasn't in because I was gone in Tennessee during that time. Well, I wasn't in a lot of, I believe, if any.
Yeah.
Because I was gone during that time.
Yep. That was when I started learning how to export my videos and create my projects in Adobe programs to match the quality of my camera. Because I was still matching the quality of cameras I used before. And it was like downscaling the quality when I exported it. And I didn't realize that.
That was... Okay, so during that time, that 2016...
So it was like 5 years. So it was like me and my bad. It was like 3 years, from 15 to 18. I was kind of plateaued.
Didn't you say you plateaued during the 2013? Or you said it was 2015?
No. My age, 15 to 18, not the year.
Got you. Okay. 15, 18, so about a 3-year plateau period, you feel?
Then I got good again. Then I leveled up again last year with the film program. Hey, that copy and paste attributes. Hey, Grant, Kara, Chris, I love y'all. I love dog.
He said, no, y'all
copy
niggas.
paste attributes. Y'all knew about that shit? Was I asleep? Did I miss that?
Apparently. They got you right.
Dog.
They got you right.
Keyframes?
Shout out to y'all.
Keyframes? Forget about
I'm
it.
gonna say, look, y'all show this nigga the light or something.
Keyframes? No, nigga, no. I told you they cure my racism. I was talking about that yesterday.
They did what Jonah Dill did for Kanye?
Yeah, facts.
That's funny, man.
I don't think they Jewish, though.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to y'all nonetheless.
But yeah, so, yeah.
So, okay, a 3-year process. So, how was it getting through that process? When did you realize that you plateaued during this process?
I realized I plateaued, so I leveled up.
Ah,
Yeah.
got you. So,
Like I knew, okay, that's not the full truth. Because I had certain frustrated moments when certain frustrated moments where I'm like, dog, I'm trying to do this here. Something I seen. But when I do it, it turns out like this. So like, how do I get from there to there? And sometimes I still have those frustrated moments. But now I've navigated way better as far as troubleshooting.
oh really?
Yeah.
Wait, troubleshooting what? Troubleshooting those moments that you're talking about?
Yeah, like if I see something, if I see an effect or a certain shot I'm trying to pull off, I have a better way of figuring out how to get it done.
Got you. And you found a better way to navigate those kind of situations. That's what you mean by that. Now, I was gonna say, you could say that. Are you saying plateaued as in you literally like were stagnant just for a 3-year period? Because you could say between your level ups is a plateau, but you're saying that you only plateaued that one time, but you've leveled up multiple times. So you're saying each time was more of an incline?
Well, I guess there was, yeah. Every other time it was more like a constant incline.
Okay.
It was like, yo, I'm getting better like every other month.
But at that point, you were just...
At that point, it was like, damn, 3 months ago, I was still having this problem.
Hey, you still here type shit. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Now
So
that
I
might
wouldn't even
have,
say you plateaued. During 3 years, you don't feel like you resolved any problem? Like, because I couldn't say that you plateaued, but
nothing
you had
extremely
a very...
noticeable. Nothing extremely noticeable. Like if I was learning things, it wasn't nothing that was really going to show the growth until I learned the thing I learned on the level up.
Got you.
To be able to actually display the growth.
I understand.
Yeah.
So I feel you. I was going to say that's more of like a slower growth. It's not maybe the incline that you're looking for, but it's more of a slower growth than a plateau. Because say you plateau for 3 years is like, I don't know, that just feels kind of wild to hear from you.
I mean, well, you also got to look at it like for one of those years, my laptop was broken. And then for a little bit, my camera was broken. Remember I had to send my camera off to get fixed?
Robert been through it.
Yeah.
Robert might be Luffy for real.
So it was like, I went through some shit.
Yeah. Been through some shit for sure.
So let me ask you this, because in 2017 when we started Ratchet Studios, you had a folder full of beats. When did you build that catalog? And was it all on that laptop?
No.
You pulled that from other laptops?
Yeah. By the time Ratchet Studios started, that was laptop number... I want to say that was
Open pineapple.
Cantaloupe and pineapple. That's why that motherfucker... It looked like the mango or something. Still time for me to get my juice too, but I'm going to get it in a second. It's all good. I'm probably have my assistant come bring it to me.
Check this, Jack. When'd you build a catalog, man?
I need a soundboard or something for this nigga. Probably it was either 2 or 3, nonetheless. Okay. It was 2 or 3. Actually, it was 2. That was laptop 2. I built that catalog from 2014, maybe 15.
So it was like 2, maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Guaranteed 2, possibility of it being 3. But yeah, I had built that over that time because I mean, at this point, I saw my first beat during my junior year. Sophomore and junior. It was 2013, nonetheless.
How much did you sell it for?
$40. And I got that shit in the envelope at school.
You bought an eighth?
No.
Did you put gas in your car?
I got some food.
Oh, you got some food? Hungry ass nigga.
I got some food. And I probably threw in on some shit, baby. I probably did. But I know for a fact I got food, nigga.
So was you working in high school?
Yes.
Where'd you work in high school?
Very first job I had, Papa John's.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
2013.
You worked for them niggas like 3 times?
Yeah, facts. They
2013?
2013 was the first job I had.
Okay, what Papa John's did you work at?
82nd and Allisonville, right there before you hit the bridge. Right before you get over the bridge, you see Best Buy and McDonald's and all that.
That's by the dicks I was talking about.
Yep.
Let's a little bit further down, but that's crazy.
That's over there by that joint.
So that was, and do you remember when in 2013?
January through... I worked there so January through June, because I worked there during the summer. I remember that. January through June.
Gotcha. So I started working at KFC, Taco Bell The one in West Carmel over there on like 105th and in Michigan.
Damn.
I started working there.
Wait. 105th in Michigan.
Yeah, the kids he talking about right over there by Target. Across street from Starbucks and shit. Before you get to the FedEx, we used to work at.
I was just gonna say before FedEx.
It's on the right side of the street. Yeah.
All right, got you.
Right by the Wendy's.
Got you.
Yeah,
I'm with you now. Damn.
I started working there September 2013.
That was your first job?
That was my first outside of family business.
I was about to say, yeah, because you do have a family business. What was that? What was the one that you got that you was in prior to stepping outside of the family business and getting the job? What was that last one?
Shit. I switched off between both of them. So growing up, my dad did landscaping. Mm-hmm. 3 Boys Lawn Care. So we used to work with him all the time in the summer. Like I would go out one week, Marcus would go out the next week with him, Marty would go out the next week. We used to do it like that. We used to all try to go out on the same days, but then we started fighting over pay. And then my dad was like, nah, we ain't doing all that. Then we used to switch daily. But then the weather would fuck up. So it's like one nigga got rained out. The next nigga got all the bread because he's doubling up after the rainy day. So then my dad was like, we just want to do it week by week. And then whenever I didn't want to do that or whenever it was like the winter time where it was cold, I would work for my grandmother's business, which is, I say my grandmother a lot, but we never ever called her my grandmother. It was Nani. She had LI Home Care, which was a home care company over there on High School Road, right across the street from that gym that was shut down by the post office in Skateland. It was in that plaza.
I remember the first time you telling me about this when we had to go grab that stuff from the storage over there. You was like, this is where the original spot used to be before it went over to...
No, because we used to climb that tree off to the side and we used to like fuck with shit in the dumpster. But it was a homeless nigga sleeping in a dumpster one time. It was like, oh shit.
He went over there.
Yeah. Because we used to walk to the Comic Carnival over there by the Pellers Mall in that parking lot.
I don't think I remember that.
Dog, you don't remember the Comic Carnival? But you know the Pellers Mall right over there off High School Road? Yeah, it was a comic book store over there. That's where we used to buy our comic books at.
I'm about to say, I don't know. I wasn't into the comics and shit, so like that. I don't know. Anything outside of the bookstore at the Scholastic bookstore at the school, nigga don't know much about unless my nana or my mom would buy me a book, or even my grandma would buy me a book or some shit like that outside of that. Because I used to love to read. It's just a hobby. But I never would go outside of like the book fair or anything inside of school. Yeah. I don't know.
So I've really been working since...
Go ahead, my fault.
I've been working since I was like 9. I've been putting in work since I was like 12.
So putting in work, you talking about as far as your craft? Or just putting in work?
Just putting in work. Like I was just working at first. I wasn't putting in work. Like I was... Like when I turned 12, that's when I started applying to job applications, like trying to get a job. And niggas was looking at me like I'm crazy, talking about like, look nigga, like, you gotta be 16 to work here.
Yeah. I would say I was about 14, 15 when I started. 16 is when I finally landed one. But,
yeah.
You know.
So that was when like, cause like at all our home care, I used to break down charts. So it was like taking old patients out of their binders and moving them to manila folders and organizing it and then filing it away in the cabinet. I used to do that. That was what I used to do. And then my dad did maintenance for the company too. Like I said, in the wintertime, whenever landscaping wasn't a thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we would go to the office, we would vacuum everything, we'll put together new desks and shit, literally. But it was more maintenance too, because we would we put together all the furniture and shit. We reorganized the offices, like moving all the shit.
Y'all niggas was
vacuuming,
working.
Taking trash out. Yeah, doing all
working.
that. Even
but I mean, shit. It was
sometimes painting and shit, just depending on what's going on.
I can see how that could be fun though. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was fun as fuck.
Yeah,
because you gotta think, all my aunties worked there, and Nani worked there, and my mom's worked there, and then so we got cool with the folks who worked for my grandma and shit.
Oh, so yeah, you getting outside relationship.
Even my grandma's sister used to work there, and then my great grandmother started working there. So everybody was in that bitch. Nigga, there was a point where Marcus, Gianna, Marty, my mom, 3 of my aunts, my dad, and my grandma, and one of my cousins all worked there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas was looking like the Whitfield family.
Moving Day used to work there.
Wow.
That's D crazy. Worked there. You know that though, right?
I think I did know this.
Yeah, D worked there. Dog, like, we was getting it.
Y'all niggas haven't listed everybody. Nigga, I thought I worked there.
Oh, shit.
I thought I worked there for a second.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know, I never got my check. She fired me on the spot. I'm like, I don't know what
She was
happened.
gonna call stealing boxes.
I don't know what happened. I guess hey, look.
These came at a bad time.
I guess it's all good. It's all good. I'm not tripping. I never asked about it again. I just one day I heard I was on the employment list. I was like, okay, bet. Let anybody else
It was
ask.
a tax write-off.
Look, I'm there. I was there. I'm with it. I understand.
Yeah. So
Okay. So you've been working for a minute.
so it was never in my brain to like. I could never had a thought of like working for nobody. I ain't never see that. I ain't never know what that means. I ain't never really know what that is.
So you've always looked at it with working, like when getting into just work in general, you've always looked at it as though I'm doing this to be self-sufficient and provide for whatever it is that I'm trying to do, whatever I got going on.
Yeah. I've never.
Even if that shit has nothing to do with like your craft and like just provide for me like what I got and what I need and what I want and shit.
Dog,
Like
there
that.
was never a time in my life where I'm like, I want this career, and this career means working for this company or doing that. There was never one time. The first time, I never knew what I wanted to do with my life. When I got to the 6th grade, I thought I wanted to be a chef.
Okay.
But even then, I was gonna have my own restaurant. So it's like there was never a time in my life where I thought I was gonna be an employee for real. At least like not as a career or not permanently. It's nighttime, so the bugs is coming out.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Damn. Damn. I just made me miss my train of thought. This fucking moth just threw me off. But nonetheless, what was I at?
We were talking about me never thinking I was gonna work for somebody.
Okay, so yeah, you've always had that soul entrepreneur mind.
Yeah. I tell you, bro, when I was in middle school, I planned on dropping out of high school. That was my plan.
Yeah, I remember.
I was
you
never
saying
gonna go to
that.
college.
I remember that.
I went to college off a whim because I didn't have anything else to do at the time.
I didn't go to college off a whim. That's crazy. You went to college off a whim because you didn't have nothing else to do, and I didn't go because I went off of a leap of faith. That didn't turn out to be a good leap, but
And I remember that. That was how
take that back.
that
I'm
was
sorry.
kind of how I found out about y'all before we met.
That leap of faith where
I saw the video, obviously,
wow.
which was in the background on the door.
It's
and
still
shit.
crazy when you said about the viral video. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was in a viral.
Yeah, we all saw the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, I was showing the homies put niggas on because I've always been in a circle of creatives.
Right.
And like at every single point in my life, I was never not around no creative shit. So I saw that I was putting niggas on. Then I saw the shit about the tour and shit
Okay.
that was supposed to be happening.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't really put 2 and 2 together until Marcus had played the record in the car, Thirsty.
Okay. So
And then I was like, yo, this nigga kind of talking like me. In a sense where I could relate heavily.
right.
Yeah, that's what I
right.
mean.
Yeah.
So then when we linked up, it was off the strength of those 2 instances. Like the project was dope, obviously, but it was already ingrained in me that I was gonna fuck with y'all off of that.
Off of that alone. Okay. Damn. Well, I'll guess say since we there, side note, I would say what made me intrigued with keeping y'all or you, let me more so say, keeping you around in my life would be the fact that one, you was always willing to work, open to work. I'm throwing those in the same. Willing and open to work. 2, y'all niggas always smoke weed, so that was great. Cause like I was a pothead, so like
We gonna smoke.
one
We
thing's
was
for
gonna-
sure,
yeah.
we gonna eat and we gonna smoke. So that was great. 3, it was like I personally had never experienced that community like that. Of my age bracket, of my level, of people, of peers, of my creative faction, in any of this like-mindedness. Never had experienced that shit. I was solo doing that shit, coming up doing that shit. Found another person who was on the same kind of wave, and that wasn't necessarily healthy or progressive to be thinking like that. I mean, I get the keeping the clique tight, but that's the kind of the contradiction I fell under a little bit. Keeping the clique tight, but like seeing the open the open door policy.
See, and in that aspect, because I see what you're saying, but I didn't know y'all that well. But in that aspect, I can see. In that aspect, you was the middle child.
What you mean? Elaborate a little bit. Like,
because it was like a closed door over there, an open door over here, and you could fit in the room. You could fit in both rooms.
Okay. Got you. Yeah. Yeah. But I've it's either always felt like there's been a theme that's been on playing with me. Is like making a split decision, being in the middle of a split decision. That's something that's always been a theme with me, and it's something that I've noticed. Not saying it's you, not saying it has anything to do with you, but it's been since you've entered my life, it's been something that I've been more apparent to. And I don't know if that ties into your philosophy of like being black and white, of only seeing one and two. Like, I'm not even like.
No, it's funny. I was just having. Yeah, go ahead.
Seeing like your philosophy of like the black and white situation, like there is no gray, versus how I've always been like there's an understand. Like I understand and I get how there is a medium and how you can see split. Now I don't know if you still 100%.
And historically, I'll be like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes. It's either that or this, nigga. Which one? Like, pick one, nigga. Pick one, nigga. Like, yeah.
So it's like, that's something that we've grown with over there. And I've battled with myself of like having that same theme reoccurring over and over. So I don't know if that's because of it, but like I've said, it's definitely something apparent since you've been around.
It might be more evident just because you're closer to something that's one or the other.
I'm closer to something that's one or the other.
Yeah, because it's kind of like when you get a new car. It's like you wasn't really noticing those cars until you got that car. Now you see them everywhere.
That is man, damn.
It's like that.
That shit be wild because I did not started noticing them shits right there.
Right? See,
until this motherfucker came with one.
See?
That's crazy.
I was like, I think they got the same car.
Facts.
Like,
I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Like maybe. Damn. Okay, so you might be right in that case. You might be.
And
right.
I was just having a conversation with my new love interest the other day. About that because she's very she can go with the flow. She says she only stand firm on shit that's really important. And I admire and respect that so much because I be standing firm on everything and it don't even be that deep. But to me it be that deep. And I be worked the fuck up. I be up. That's why I look at myself as uptight. But then when I ask somebody, am I uptight? They're like, no, I wouldn't describe you as uptight.
You're passionate.
But it makes me feel uptight because I'm passionate about everything in my life. Why can't some shit just be cool with me?
Well, the reason that you're passionate about everything in your life because you're trying to get everything aligned in your life that you passionately enjoy and love and do. And until it's like that, you gonna feel like you're. This is just my interpretation.
No, I mean you spitting.
And I just think until you get to the point where everything is aligned in the passions that you are so strongly feel about and shit, you gonna have the same passion or the urge to even just like them niggas was talking about One Piece earlier, how this is based on willpower and hockey. Like your journey is based on the willpower, like your willpower to fight
we ain't
to
got
get
the
the
One
shit.
Piece yet.
Oh, we have it, but nonetheless, that's 2019. That's a couple years. Give a second.
Yeah, we gonna get
so yeah, that I feel like that aligns with your alignment right now of getting it aligned, and then your view of uptightness will be deceased. At least I believe. I don't think it's
because nothing's really gonna matter that much. Cause yeah, you're right. I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot of missions. I got boxes to check.
Yeah, and shit. Like on the song you said, "Save." Like it was like,
But that's that Fred Hampton.
You said what?
That's that Fred Hampton. Complete satisfaction.
Ah, okay. I'm with you.
Because you was about the shit on Save.
Yeah.
Fuck how far you came.
As soon as you transition from my verse to your yeah.
Because you was trying to appreciate the shit on how far it is. I'm like, yeah, fuck that, nigga. That's the same shit. That's why I said that. I was just a nigga T-Ro's talking about some goddamn.
Like, man, look, bro.
Niggas done came far. Nigga, what the fuck?
I mean, shit. Imagine we was.
You right.
Cause that's how I was looking.
You
at
right.
it.
But I'm right too.
And you right too.
Yeah, neither one of us is wrong in the situation. It just depends on how you. It just
Yeah. But I think that's
It's like even when I'm right, even when I'm wrong, I could have been right. Cause like,
I seen it coming.
Terrence Howard, the legend.
Hey, man, he's an old star for sure. See, when this nigga Creek was watching Fresh the other day, I was quoting it, Prince voice the whole time. I think you was asleep, but I was definitely quoting that shit. Man. But damn, where the fuck was we at?
No, cause we got here cause you was building your catalog. That's how we got to this whole rabbit hole.
Wow, crazy. Yes, building my catalog. I did that over a 3-year course. 2 years for sure, 3-year course, 2014, possibly to 2017.
So we didn't start. Okay, so we started recording in Studio One once we got kicked out of the Carltons. So let's get them. So let's get them from March 2017 to November
of 2018 or
2017. Because that's when.
fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't let us finish the lease.
Yeah. So both of us had our leases short-lived, but nonetheless, during those short-lived moments, we got a lot in, and there was a lot of connection that built.
And looking back on it, okay, so in the moments when we was getting the notices and the complaints and shit,
yeah,
we thought they was tripping, right?
Yeah.
But looking back on it, we was wilding.
No, we was going crazy.
We was wilding.
We was definitely bugging. Like, looking back on it, it was one of them, like, nah, we was bugging moments.
We should have been got kicked out that motherfucker. Really?
They gave us grace because we was going crazy. Like, if you know how we get down, then you know how it was getting down in that small. Like, how many square feet?
800, I think.
Come on now.
No, it's 1,000 square feet.
Okay, so 1,000 fat at the most.
1,000 square feet, and it's. I'm sorry. Rent was $800. It was 900 square feet because I remember we got extra 100 square feet.
Okay.
In my mind, because I was like $1 per square foot. Okay. Sounded right to me, but I didn't know shit about square footage or prices and shit back then.
Understood.
So yeah, 900 square feet, 2-bedroom apartment, and we used to have that bitch fatted out. It used to be like 9 niggas over there on a daily. Bro. I say 9 niggas, I just mean 9 people. It used to be 9 folks over there on a daily smoking weed from sun up to sundown, making hella noise, recording in my closet, my walk-in closet.
On the second level.
On the second floor, where we had I broke down the closet shit, like the racks and the shelf.
Came off.
For us to build the studio.
Actually, one of them only.
For us to build the booth.
Only one came off.
Oh, yeah, because the other side, that's when I had the records on the crate. Stuff, and then we used the top for the foam.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And then we actually, because remember, we switched rooms. The first room in Ratchet Studios was a smoke room. Yep. And that was the closet that had the open, like, shutters and shit. And that's where Gatto laid his verse down.
Yeah.
So then there was that, and then we switched it over. After moving day, we switched it to your room.
Yep.
Because we had the closet was bigger and better. It was more enclosed, and it was an easier setup.
Yeah. Because it was more of my shit versus having our shit in the room that Marcus moved into.
That's what happened. Boom. That was the reason why we got out that room. Yep. So, okay, bet. So that's what happened right there. And that's when we started using that closet. You took the rack out of your closet. I think we only used one. You only used one, though.
Yeah, we took it down.
Okay. Yeah.
But we had that motherfucker in the back with foam nailed to it and shit.
Facts.
We nailed all the foam up.
We still got some of the foam from that fucking
setup
right there. We actually have the monitors, the Rockets that we both went in on
in 2017.
Yes.
So now we probably okay, so at this moment when we started making music in Ratchet Studios after we switched the room over, that was when I started rapping and recording projects because we may remember that shit.
Facts.
The day Marcus moved in.
The day?
The day he was moving in because Eddie got his dad's truck to help him move his bed. And that's when we had Eddie come in and do his verse and shit.
And that's when we
got do the ad-libs.
Everybody. Yeah, that took a couple of days because we had to get multiple people on the hook.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And then my mom called when I was recording because that's why we got the skit. Because my son is leaving me and I'm so sad because Marcus is moving out, so nobody lived at home no more. We got my mama to rap on our first Ratchet Studios single.
First Ratchet Studios.
And I cut her verse.
Record. Facts. You cut her verse?
She said boo hoo though, like that wasn't hip hop.
She almost had it. The final bars blew it. They got the whole verse cut.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, she was trash. But it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, fuck you, nigga.
My first.
Okay, so
It's all right.
So we may remember that shit. And after that was when I started making I'm Ugly But I Post Selfies Volume 1. And I released that on my birthday. That was my first mixtape.
That's the first project from Ratchet Studios.
Yeah, so that was June 13th, 2017 was when that came out. And then September 3rd, 2017 was when the Malcolm is Important EP dropped. And then I think later that weekend was when we dropped the Team 7 project.
That same weekend?
Same weekend. Because that's when I used to drop shit. So that's when I didn't realize that the dopamine hit from dropping shit. Like I knew it from dropping videos, but I had never got that reception I got from my videos the way I did from when I dropped the Malcolm is Important EP. So my dopamine levels was through the roof. And I was like,
said, no, we dropping, nigga.
So I called you when I was at work and we was making, because I was with Liquidators, and I was back and I was listening to the Team 7 records that we was making. And I was like, yo, we can put this on there, we can put this in there. You was like, you want to remember that shit on there? And I'm like, fuck it. And I was like, what cover we gonna use? Because I remember you had sent me, you was like, I'm finna make something.
Right.
So you had sent me like 3 different covers, and I was like, nah, we using this one. He was like, all right, bet. And then we uploaded that and dropped it that same day.
That was the Team 7 joint, right?
Yeah.
That's the one, okay. All right, yeah. So that's the third project, the Team 7 project. That is the only project where we have you can hear every original member of Good Vibes. Well,
no, not the original member.
I was about to say I can't say that. Yeah. I was on there.
That class, it was that class though.
Yes.
That class, yeah.
That class.
We got a few different classes of Good Vibes.
Let me not say the original members of Good Vibes. The first Ratchet Studios members.
Facts. Yeah.
That for sure. You heard
facts.
on there. They was there during the foundation of Ratchet Studios.
Like, that was when you got cool with hella niggas from Pipe.
That is literally, you were the door that opened for me getting cool with the North Central to Pike pipeline.
Yeah.
You was the nigga that opened that door because to that point, outside of North Central or outside of the schools that I went to prior in my neighborhood, I didn't fuck with nobody or know nobody. So you was that nigga that helped that.
Yeah.
They opened that door for that.
And them niggas love you for some reason. I don't know why. You're not that cool.
Which is crazy. I mean, shit, hey, man, look. You know me the best out of them, so I mean, shit. I can understand why you say that. I ain't mad at you. I understand.
It's just so funny. It's like what I was telling y'all when we was back in Nap. It was like, bro, y'all don't be there when I be in Nap by myself, and everywhere I go is, where's T-Rose? Where's T-Rose? Hey, is T-Rose go with you? T-Rose don't never come home, man. I swear to God. Bro, T-Rose here? No, like, I'm like,
call
dog.
him. Text him.
Yes.
Like, you got his number. I understand. Hey, I don't know. I don't see that, which is crazy still, but like I understand. But it is crazy because when we went this past recently, just seeing how that nigga got giddy over that was crazy.
That nigga started dancing, dog.
He never did that for you.
I don't really see him when I go home.
Understood. But yeah, he definitely started dancing, which is crazy.
Yeah, Abino always pull up on us every time.
Facts. Every time, nigga, like literally, anytime that I've given him within a 48-hour notice, he'll pull up.
Yeah.
He'll pull up. So yeah, shout out to Bino, man. Shout out to
my
you. Nigga. I'm so glad that I introduced you to niggas. I was like, y'all definitely go leak and go.
That's my nigga.
Gonna be hell.
I was telling him the story. I was like, no, first time I met you, you tried to buy my food from me. I was like, you didn't understand my relationship with food. He's like, you don't understand my relationship. I said, no, I do, because it's the same way with me. That's why I didn't give you that. I said, that's why I didn't sell you that. I said, nigga, you go in there and make you a plate, but you ain't getting nothing off my plate. Like.
Facts.
Hell no.
Facts.
That was the same day I was eating those ribs off mushrooms and they made me sad. That's why I went vegan. The same day I met Bino.
Day you met Bino.
Yep.
Oh wow, putting that shit together. That was when?
That was 2017.
2017.
It was in between the. It was in between the I'm Ugly But I Post Selfies and the Malcolm is Important EP. Yep.
So far we've really established that 2016. I mean, not 2016, 2013, 2016, and 2017 were both pretty parallel years for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
As far as
how was 2009 for you? Just to go back a little bit before we get all the way forward. Because that was the year that started everything for me.
That's the year that essentially started everything for me because that is the same year we moved back from Arizona.
See?
Back to Indy.
So that Mac shit hit for you.
Huh?
The Mac shit hit for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that album. So like
2009 the song though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So it's like that album as a whole though. So but with that song particularly, yes, it did. That year, that's the year I came back from Arizona. I used to live in Arizona for a few years. And then Christmas break of 2009, we made our way back to Nap. Pulled up at my grandmother's house off of 23rd and Riverside at like midnight, maybe like 1 in the morning. And that was the start of me back in Nap. And I've been in Nap up until 2020 when we left.
Well, no, Tennessee.
I mean, that was unbeknownst to how I was going to know that situation was going to play out. I was unaware and misinformed on how that situation was going to play out, which is why I made the moves I made.
It'd be like that.
That's why I sold my car, all that type of shit. Like, I wouldn't have done that had I had the knowledge, though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of that shit wouldn't have played out like that, so.
And it was crazy. That was when I got this car.
That same year, yeah. Facts. I even nigga pulled up to the work. Man, pulled up to work in one vehicle, came back to work in a new one.
Fact. Had to go get my whip, nigga. And I paid that bitch off now.
I'm about to say, nigga, did you leave mid-shift?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, fuck them. But,
yeah, because I opened, that was when I was doing doubles. I opened in between shifts. I was like, yo, Dawn, I'm gonna be late. And I was like 2 hours late.
Donna, that's her name.
Dawn. It was Dawn.
Dawn, like the soap.
Yeah.
Dawn, got you. All right. That was her name. Yeah, okay.
Dawn she was a little weird. She was cool peoples to me though.
Yes. Yeah. Same exact way.
We had a very respectable working relationship.
Facts.
Yeah, facts.
100%. Yeah. She would vouch for me in anything pretty much.
Yeah.
Like once she got shout out to her for that moment, for that time period in my life. Yeah. I give her that.
She the reason I found out your name was Tyler.
Facts. And I think everybody just found out right now because of you. Everybody just knows now because of you.
Because I was working at this spot, and I was like, "Hey, Tito's a pod. They'll hire me." And I was telling my manager, and then I forgot to tell her. She was going through applications. She said, "We gotta hire somebody. This and that." And I was like, "Oh," I said, "My friend applied." She was like, "Who?" I was like, "T Rose." She was like, "T Rose." I'm like, "Yeah." She was going.
That's my name on the application.
She was going through the stack. She was like, "Tyler," and I'm like, is that the nigga's name? Is that his name? She's like, say Tyler Rose. So I'm like, it must be the nigga.
That's must be what it is.
Yeah. But there was one other incident because you was telling a story and you was like a teacher had called you. I was like, Tyler, sit down or something like that. And I don't remember which one happened first. But I found out what your name was twice. Like one time I forgot. And the other one, I think the situation at Coalition was the one that made it
stick.
Made it stick, yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because for the longest, you literally just T-Rose.
T-Rose, yeah. Because like when a nigga tell me what their name is, I don't really think twice.
Yeah, I understand.
Like Grief, I just reminded of his full name when I was on YouTube because now he got his own one on there. What you made him log in so he don't fuck up your algorithm no more?
No, I just went up there one day and I seen it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't, but I'm glad.
He probably missed his algorithm.
But I'm glad. He probably did because like my algorithm was getting butchered, boy.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I want to look up something suspicious, I definitely go to your account.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna fuck up my algorithm for you.
So you fuck my algorithm up, nigga? That's how we do this. I shoot your girl, you shoot my girl. That's how I do this. Damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, so now we're in September of 2017, and I'm still rapping on beats from 2015 from you.
Bro, yes, like y'all niggas was rapping on shit that up until that point, I literally didn't like all of my production because I just had a vision for my shit, dog, and I was living in the future when it came to my beats. Now I understand that I also did not have the understanding at that time of having an outside ear. I'm only having the ear of listening to how this shit sound and is produced because I'm building it from scratch. So to have an outside ear tell me that these sounds or elements or the way you arrange, the way this is dope versus you like, nah, I hear all these fuck ups. I hear all these tweaks. I hear all the shit that's unfinished. Like, no, this is cool. That took a long process for me. It's something I'm still learning, but I've gotten way better versus...
Yeah. Versus back then where it was like, I don't got no beats, these is trash. And I'm like, nigga, move, let me go through the file.
Facts. That's how niggas started just, that's how he knows how to maneuver it. Like, look, if I die, if I'm gone, like, the only other nigga knows how to maneuver my shit thoroughly is right here. Right here. So, shit.
Homo said the password to your computer.
Hey, bro, I'm about to say, hold on, chill out. Hold on. You got the files. Do not leak.
But yeah, so like that's when I had to make you realize which beats was hard and which beats wasn't hard. Or not even which beats wasn't hard, because it took a long time before I found some beats by you. Because at that point, there was beats that was hard and there was beats that I couldn't rap on. There wasn't really nothing that wasn't hard. But it's because I wasn't that good as an artist. I didn't get good until after, as an artist, as a musical artist, until like after How Did We Get Here? And know how to put together a song.
How do we? That was 2020, 2019.
It dropped 2020. We made it in 2019.
Okay. And you not saying you got good as a music artist till after that?
Yeah, I didn't know how to, bro. I didn't even know how to write a full song until then. I had not written a full song.
I think we did talk about this.
The only full songs on How Did We Get Here was songs you gave me, except for Dinner, which was put together in a way to where I made it full.
You went
and
crazy with
Dinner. I pulled it out, but I didn't write that chorus part. Devin wrote that for Dinner.
Oh shit, he did.
Devin wrote that.
He did. And I was about to say, Chico's, you pretty much put that, you quarterback that.
Yeah, but that's, even then, that don't got no chorus. That ain't a full song for real.
True. I see what you mean.
Like, I had you remake that beat that I liked and like put the sounds, and I put me in Marty's verses. Yeah. And I was like, Marty, you ad-lib on my verse, I'm ad-lib on your verse, and I had you scratch the part at the beginning.
Yep.
But I had to come up with creative shit like that to... What am I trying to say? To compensate for the fact that I didn't know how to make a full song.
Yep. Understand.
And even on the Malcolm is Important EP, I couldn't make a full song, so those empty slots, I had people tell stories.
So do you feel like you trying to make full songs, you focusing on making full songs, do you feel like that hindered you as an artist?
I don't think I was
a music artist?
I don't think I was ever focused on making full songs. I just did what I could do, and I wasn't.
You don't think so?
Was I focused on it?
I feel like at a point when you...
I think I was just aware that I couldn't.
You were aware, but I feel like at a point you were trying to. Like you were like really trying to. And I feel like that was around that time. But I feel like by the time we got down to Georgia, I feel like at that point you just let it flow. Because at that point you just let the full songs come to you if they came to you type shit. Because that's when we really started connecting and started building songs together.
Yeah. So that's when we did the Kids of the Sun shit.
Yeah. So I think that's how that works, at least from my perspective. I don't know what you were thinking.
I mean, I don't know if I was. Maybe I was. Because at first, I was just trying to see if I could rap.
Yes.
Like, I knew I was rapping, but I didn't know if I could rap.
And I think you were utilizing all your old raps to get that out and practice.
Oh, yeah. My first two projects was shit I wrote in high school. Minus, like, maybe 1 or 2 verses or 1 or 2 8 bars.
Okay. Yep. I'm ugly, but I post. Bro, that was some of the worst mixing a nigga has ever done.
And I still ain't got a verse from Dally.
Still. That was 6 years ago. Then we just heard some new. We pulled up to the crib banging that shit.
That's old Dally too.
You said what?
That's old Dally. That's my shit though.
That shit
she
that was
so crazy. Hey, yeah,
that was old.
Yeah, she's so crazy. Hey, well, how my baby? Hey, shout out my nigga Dally.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, send me that. I need that wave file.
That was yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. But
That
yeah,
was
see,
a
like
good
I wasn't around this many creatives at once. And you know what? I don't know if I've said this before. I feel like I have, but I don't think I've said this publicly. I will say that played into my focus with old dude at the time. Because now my focus, I had more on my plate that I had taken on. But I also be conflicted. That split decision theme coming back. I was conflicted because it was also like, I don't owe you anything, or I don't feel like I don't want to have to.
I don't owe you exclusivity.
Yeah, I don't want to have the feeling of like I owe you exclusivity, and I don't like the feeling that you're giving me the feeling that I have to feel like it's exclusivity. Because it was both of those were going on. So I was like that while still doing this, and then once we got Ratchet Studios established, like for real, like when I say for real, I mean as a sense of like we started
working and putting shit out.
Yeah.
Cause we was creating, but it was a little bit before we was like actually taking things serious. We didn't take things serious until after I'm Ugly But I'll Post Selfies Volume 1.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it was all in the same year. And I think after that, like once during that time and still trying to balance that, was something. It was kind of difficult to maneuver a little bit, just because of me trying to find the balance of ties and loyalty to wherever the chips may fall or between parties and shit. The split decision shit playing the back.
See, and it's kind of crazy that it was like that because for me, everybody was just creating. From my perspective, everybody was just creating because if you think about it, during that whole year, we was still creating on all fronts because that was when the 420 went to Chicago to shoot the video.
Mm-hmm.
That was when folks was working on Nothing to See Here.
Yes.
That was also when I was working on the Malcolm is Important EP. And that was also when Gato was coming through creating records.
Facts. Now, looking back,
And
hindsight.
Good Vibes episodes were still coming out.
Facts. Niggas was working.
So like we was creating on all fronts.
Shit. That was the same year that linked with Luna. That was the first time.
Yeah.
That year. That March. Same year Ratchet Studios started.
And that was when you dropped freestyles.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So we was still creating on all fronts. So I didn't really notice that. I mean, I did notice it, but it was more like I didn't realize where it was coming from. I knew we always had the door open and bro was never walking through the door, but I didn't realize what was going on for real.
Yeah, and that any business I got with somebody, that is between us and that is our business. Granted, we weren't doing business together. We were just working together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was still the knockoff dead body over there. It's the knockoff OVO shit versus the GOGV shit. And it ain't versus. I'm not putting it as like it was like I was like going. You know, I'm not Itachi in this situation.
But it
What
was
I'm
it was two sides though.
Yeah,
But see,
it felt like that, and it shouldn't have. Is what I was getting at.
It's crazy that it felt like that for you, and it might have felt like that for him. I was oblivious to it though, because it was the Oso GV shit.
That's what I thought,
and that is why I was so dumbfounded on the employee versus partner shit, because it was like, how did you ever think that when it was never that dynamic?
when literally you came together. So how would one work under the other when you combine and?
Yeah, that's why I still never really understood that shit.
It's with.
I wish we could have a conversation about that.
Yeah, just to get an understanding.
Yeah,
Just
like I would hope that there would be enough growth on that side to have a self-aware conversation of what was going on and it not be jaded or like malicious.
That's all. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So that's it kind of felt like that, like, and to hear from your perspective, I figured, yes, we were just creating. Now, how you were laying it out, like how the way niggas was dropping, and then there was like a schedule. Granted, we had it aligned, but we haven't aligned like the way you just formatted it out. I was trying to more so, because I've always been like, shit, when you see my computer and shit, like the way I keep shit organized and filed up and shit like that. So I would try and keep a schedule like that, but this was before I actually got good with scheduling. So this was me trying to manage it. I was trying to get to a point where we could look at it like that, but being pulled one way, feeling like it would be pulled one way versus the other type shit, and not being able to merge the two without there being some kind of negative like nuances or energy there type shit was kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of soldiers putting in work. We needed a consigliere.
I mean, look, I tried to be the consigliere, but
you can't be on that side of the family and on this side of the family.
Yeah. Well, not the consigliere. I don't think that's the title I'm looking for. I was just trying to be the bridge, I guess you could say.
For like trying to be me.
Sometimes they need a bridge to go forth and back. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like that. There'd be multiple bridges.
A lot of traffic.
You know, you're going to Louisville, you're going over that one bridge, or you go over the other one.
Exactly. I had to tell Grief about that. And 2 bridges.
Which one did we go over? I was asleep.
We went over the one. Well,
we went over the toll one.
Me and Grief went over the one.
I'm gonna get a ticket. I'm gonna get a toll bill.
No. The one that we went over is next to KFC Yum Center.
Okay, bet.
That's the one we went on.
Bet.
Yeah.
I don't know when we went on coming back though.
That I'm not sure. Did I drive through Louisville? I don't think I drove through Louisville.
Grief drove all the way in Nashville.
Huh?
Grief drove from Nap to Nashville.
Oh. And who drove from?
We split the last leg.
We did? Okay.
Yeah, because I drove from Nashville to Chattanooga.
Okay, bet. So yeah. But nonetheless.
But yeah, I didn't realize the like secret weird animosity of like niggas working. Cause it was always like, to me, it was like, we working over here, pull up and work with us. Oh, you're not pulling up work with us? Oh, when you pull up, you show you've been working by yourself. Like, what's that about? All right, whatever, you weird. But fuck it, let's work. So I didn't really know.
Yeah, there's just ways that could have been merged. I just wish they would have been more established instead of being acted upon in the way that they were. That's all. So this is, this goes on from like 2017 to 20. We in the Carltons from 2017 from
February to November. Yeah.
So now we at the Carltons. Ratchet Studios.
They kicked us out for smoking weed. Niggas was paying their bills.
More of the story.
But that situation always made me relate to that Benny line on Tana Talk 3.
Which one?
Where we said my ex shit, I still ain't got the lights out of name. like when I heard that, I was like,
name?
Facts.
That's funny.
The IPL bills.
IPL bill is definitely not this.
I remember I got a call about a year later about an outstanding IPL bill with that situation.
I'll be like, damn, damn. That's crazy. Ain't got nothing to do with me though.
Yeah, I was on that.
Ain't got nothing to do with me though. Oh.
You on camera?
Yeah, you on camera, my boy. Yeah, you on camera.
Good job. That's the best podcast in the world. Stop playing.
We part of the best pod. The brother guys. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all fucking mother niggas.
Yeah, JR, J really caught it straight.
That's crazy, but
No, still us. We out here.
Come on now. We out here.
We represent them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
See us, you see them, baby. You feel me?
Come on now. Rockefeller, y'all.
Who Jay-Z?
Put it together. Y'all rock hoes. I rock hoes.
We need the ether button. Nah.
Nas is hilarious.
We're not even going.
Yeah.
Back to this though.
And Cameron. But
nonetheless. So after the Carltons in November, so everybody is okay. But during this, I'm the unofficial third roommate of the Carltons because, like you said, Marcus had moved into the apartment. So now it's Malcolm in one room, Marcus in one room, and I'm over there so much because I'm the nigga that's engineering the sessions, producing, just over there. I'm on the couch. That shit down there in my fucking bed at this point.
No, you had the blow up mattress. You remember the twin blow up mattress?
I had a blow up mattress?
It was the twin size blow up mattress.
I really don't remember, bro. I've been on the couch so long, I don't even remember the fucking mattress, bro.
Yeah.
I don't.
Dog, I remember I bought that motherfucker from Walmart. I bought that motherfucker from Walmart one day when I got off work. I was like, Tiro, I got you a bed.
Yes. And it was in the front closet with the shoes. Okay. Yes. I remember. That's fucking. I did remember that shit till just now.
Yeah.
Damn. I got you a bed.
Because then when Josh started pulling up.
What? Okay. That's why I started thinking of Josh, and then he didn't choose it.
Nope.
And he chose to sleep with. Yeah. I'm with you now. Okay. That's funny. But yeah, I had an air mattress and I had a fucking couch. I was there so much. Literally, I was there all the time. I didn't start being over there so much until I kept getting called to come over there to the point that it was just like, nigga, just stay the night. Like, leave in the morning or leave.
So what, did you not realize that you could just stay over there?
No. Because, I mean, the way I was raised, the way that as far as dealing with other people's cribs.
On some don't overstay your welcome type shit.
Overstay your welcome at all. Like, once you there for a 24-hour max. Like, once you done there, then what the fuck you still here for? Yeah. And it's like.
It got to the point where it was like, well, nigga, why are you going home?
Yes, literally. It got to the point it's like, why are you leaving? Like, where are you going? I damn near got fucking kidnapped on the low, but I willingly got kidnapped. Like, I willingly walked into the trap and said, fuck it, I like it here. It look good. So, and that's where I became like just the unofficial, like that's when me and Malcolm started living. That was our first experience, like actually living together.
Mm-hmm. I was burning the bacon all the time. In the oven. My bacon shit.
Hey, this nigga, that was damn near almost a tag as much as you said.
Yeah, that could have been a catchphrase.
As much as you said it, that almost was like a tag that we caught, which is a side note of how my tag came, or any phrase that we got just came about. That was casual conversation that just came about.
Yeah. That's when we started yelling T-Rose?
Yes. Cause nigga, we would be in, maybe I'm in the room or something like that. Or maybe nigga just walk in the room and just literally start yelling that shit. I'll be like, what?
But if we can paint the picture for the culture of what was going on in 2017, because like it was captured in those good vibes, but not all of the gritty moments.
Oh man,
the moments where like folks done spent all their bread on the bills. So it's like, nigga, we probably got $20 a piece. So it's like, all right, we finna buy some weed. We finna hit the rallies, get the $2 boxes. And we finna get another pack of Silver Optimos, and we finna roll up and record because niggas is off work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I probably got 10 in the tank, but I work right around the corner, so I don't need that much gas.
It's like we got enough gas to literally make everything happen. We got enough gas and bread to make all this shit happen. Which is like we work with. You came up with the phrase and the title of Ratchet Studios.
Yeah.
You generated that, and you got this title from where? Day to day.
I got it from Juicy J.
Yes,
it was one of his
right?
Juicy J. No, it was like a Juicy J vlog.
It was a vlog.
It was a vlog of him recording bands to make a dance.
Okay.
He had a $100 microphone.
Yeah.
He was with it's not Killer Mike. Is it Big Mike? Something Mike. He was with his homie Mike.
Okay.
Who is like be engineering and shit for him sometimes. I think he might be a security nigga. It might just be one of his homies. But he was the nigga who like push record.
Got you.
And Juicy J had I want to say he made the beat. He was making I think he was either adding to the beat or he was making the beat. Mm-hmm. But he recorded on a $100 microphone with a stocking over it. He was like, "It's Ratchet Studios, man. Ratchet Studios, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what you gotta get out. Look, you know what I'm saying? Ratchet Studios. Pop a bean, fuck a bit like that. Like so then I was like, shit, we Ratchet Studios because we just put shit together.
Facts, and that's literally how it be. Like
we work what we got at Ratchet Studios.
Had it not been called Ratchet Studios, and had it been not that theme, that still would have been the whole emphasis of what niggas was doing. Because I mean, we have been doing it up to that point.
Yeah,
literally, individually, and once we came together. I just feel like as a creative, that is like a very key element to have of being able to be elusive, being able to be witty, being able to be all over type shit. That's all.
Just move, like, utilize what you have.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because sometimes I even forget the motto. I'll be like, okay, I got to get this so we can make this work and do that. But it's like, no.
I have to do that too sometimes. I do that
to the point to like, this is why we using the phone to record this.
Facts.
Because I don't have the cinema camera I need yet. But we work with what we got.
We work with what we got. I'm about to say, look, I'm sure that niggas have recorded outdoor. Niggas have recorded on a beach in 10 miles per hour wind with better quality. But it's like, I know this is what we got, and you can hear us, and you like it. That's why you here fucking with us. Appreciate you, by the way. But yeah. So shit, where we at now? So
when did you get out of that balance? Because you could.
What?
Huh?
What balance?
Out of that struggle, of the balance of like. Like appeasing niggas' egos versus creating versus feeling like you in the middle versus doing certain shit. Because from my perspective, it seemed like it got to a point where you stopped giving a fuck. And I think that was when we was in Brownsburg. I'm not sure.
No, that was a whole different stint. Remember when I stopped giving a fuck was around the 2018 time.
So this is when we had makeshift Ratchet Studios, whether that was in my room, whether it was in your loft, whether it was at Marty's crib. So this is when we had the traveling studio.
Yeah, because I remember having that conversation with you in my loft. And
it's XPO times? Or a little bit before?
2018. I want to...
Because this is right before we started the podcast. If it's 2018...
This is pre-pod. All of that.
So it must have been after you stopped giving a fuck after we did that podcast. The first podcast we did. Because I didn't learn about that shit till like a year later about what happened with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. I remember when I said something about you. You was like, I didn't know what the real origin or the reason. Yeah, that was... Yeah. So it was just like dealing with that. Granted, I'm still working through this shit. I'm trying not to let it affect me. Now, by that point, I had learned to deal with my emotions pretty well, but I still was terrible, if that explains the picture pretty well. Like, I learned to deal with them compared to where I was, but, like, I was still bad and still needed work. So I just only knew how to work through shit. I still only know how to, like, work through shit, which is give or take, double-edged sword, depending on how you look at it. So, yeah, all of that was just weighing up, and shit wasn't, I don't know. Shit just wasn't fun. Shit just wasn't. It didn't have the same essence, the same feeling. But I guess I didn't know how to understand or see that was a blessing in disguise. That break, that distance. I didn't see that at that time, but it felt like it was like, damn, like I had just started. So like I told you, that was my first introduction to just experiencing that community, that vibe, that energy. So I'm like, I guess I was just a nigga with a bunch of dopamine on sky levels that didn't want that shit to end, especially the way that it did. So it just did, and it was just like, damn, I guess I feel under pressure. And we had that conversation in my loft where you was where I told you about, I don't even know if I really want to like. Oh, this also had to do with conversations that I was having with my mom about, like, you know, not going to school and being more focused on this craft and career, being independent. So putting more focus into that versus actually like keeping a steady job, going to school, shit like that. And it was just all of that. And we were still on the verge of rebuilding our relationship too, me and my mom, in a sense, because this was coming after my wilding years as a teenager, with me and her. Like this was our wild.
Like, fuck you, mom. You don't understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So this was us rebuilding. Like it wasn't like nothing where like
Yeah.
super crazy,
yeah. But as far as like you feeling comfortable with being vulnerable in certain situations, yeah, facts. Yeah,
facts. This was that. There was that period. So it was a lot of that. Granted, that's still my road dog. Like even when y'all, when introduced to y'all and told her about the family and shit like that. Yeah. That's still a road dog. But we had our conflicted moment. So
added an essence because it's hilarious.
But yeah, during that conversation, I was getting my shit off to you. And it was funny because I think I was getting my shit off to you while in the midst of still trying to fucking fight through and produce. Or I had something up. I had something on my computer. But nonetheless, I was still getting it off to you.
And I think this is okay. So if this is 2018 and we in the loft,
Yeah.
then this is around the time where I started writing records for How Did We Get Here?
That early?
Yeah, that's when I started writing Letter to the Savage and Dinner. And that was when I first started getting my hair twisted in styles.
Huh.
Yep.
2018?
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
And wasn't that the same year you got locked up and me?
2018?
Yeah, that was,
Nah, I got 2019.
oh yeah, it was right before we started the podcast.
Yeah,
it was the same week we started the Brother God's podcast.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't fun.
Not at all.
It was only a few hours, but
Yours a few hours. Mine was.
it was like 14, 16 hours, something like that. It was a work shift because I just got off a 14-hour shift.
Facts.
And I did a 14-hour.
You had just got off, and I just was about to go in. And yeah, that's crazy. But nonetheless, yeah, that was 2018. This was like, had to be. Bro, I want to say this was like, shit, bro. I really wish I could pinpoint it.
So exactly what happened? So what happened in the conversation?
Shit, I think, okay, so this was, shout out, Mom, I love you. We was smoking in the loft, and this was after when I was over the fact of, like, I'm not smoking on the balcony, and I'm about to work, and I got a fucking bathroom up here, and she just went to work, so I got hella hours to air out. So we smoking, you pulled up, and I was just explaining to you how, like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling music. I wasn't feeling producing. I wasn't feeling this. I felt like all of that I just explained earlier, plus the pressure of like, nigga, I've been doing this shit for 4, going on 5 years, like 5 years type shit. And I was just like, nigga, where's the something?
The result,
shit,
the fruits,
something,
the
nigga.
fruits,
Damn,
yeah.
like not looking at what I had done at that point.
He was Pootie Tang when his corn died.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
Yeah, your corn died.
Salate. But nonetheless, yeah, I felt like I wasn't in it no more. I wasn't in it. I didn't have that same fire, that same passion. But that's also, I still remember that was the same day that you was like, I was explaining everything, and like I said, this might go back to your philosophy of black and white. This might go back to your philosophy of not. You might not even be able to comprehend it. That's understandable.
I was sitting there thinking as you were saying that. I'm sure me at that time did not hear one thing you said.
You listened and like.
No. I probably heard. I probably listened, but I didn't hear you.
You literally responded with, So you pussy.
I was gonna say you sound like a girl, but like, so you pussy, yeah, probably. But you gotta understand from my perspective. I've been on this grind since 2009, and it's 2018.
The same shit you're telling me now is how you went into the spiel.
Yeah, it's like nigga, that ain't how it
like,
works.
nigga, me, like, look at me, like, I've been doing this shit damn near a decade,
That's how it
dog.
works, yeah.
Now, see, I was a youngin. I was only 5 years deep. I was also impatient, and I still am, but I'm impatient.
With
Only
grace.
for I'm impatient with grace now, and I'm more understanding of the certain thing. Like, nigga, I'm a decade deep. I'm a decade deep with producing now, and I'm going on a decade with engineering. Because I picked up engineering the following year after producing when I wanted my beats and sounds to sound of quality of a certain sort, and which is why I got into that.